Hello, Mary Nazareth. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make animations using Google Slides. So we're going to go into my assignment, which is going to look a little bit different than the one you're going to receive. Now, in my other videos, I showed how to do stop motion, which is really a fun and exciting kind of animation where you can make little moving, things with Legos or whatever cool other figures you can put, art. You can make all kinds of cool things with stop motion photography. But this one, we're going to actually show you a different kind of animation. We're going to show you in this video how to do Google Slide animation. Now, many of you did this around Christmas time, but I wanted to give you a reminder, and in case I didn't do that with your class, I want everyone to know how to do Google Slides animations. Sweet. So, I have provided in the assignment just a little Google Slides to get you started if you'd like to do this. So when you click on it and under your work, you'll be sent to this Google Slides, which says 2 slides to begin with. You can add your title. Mr. Rice's Awesome Movie is my title and my name. Alright, so that's going to be the title page. And if you just had to click, you might need to delete what's there by clicking and dragging and pressing backspace. So that's how you can do that. Now this is a blank slide. If you had a slide that had a title on it, remember you can delete them by clicking right on the border and then right clicking and saying delete. Or you can always press the delete or backspace key on your keyboard after you click right on the border. Now, if you had clicked in the middle, it wouldn't work. You'd be pressing delete and nothing would be happening. You'd be clicking here and you can't say delete. So you press on the border. That's very important when you don't want to delete it. But since I figure some of the younger grades might have trouble with that, I provided you with this blank, clean sheet of paper. Now, for this assignment, I would like you, if you so choose to do this assignment, of course, to make your animation using shapes. So you could make animations using very many things, but remember the one Jack's video that I showed in my computer class update video, he did that all with shapes. He had a background that was just an image he found, but all of his awesome animations were using shapes, which you can find right here. There's also lines, which you could also use, but shapes are going to be very versatile for you. Versatile is a cool word that means it can do lots of different things. So let's start off with, I want to make a person. So let's get a rectangle, or maybe one of these kind of beveled rectangles for the body. Might kind of look like a robot person. Alright, so let me walk through what I just did there again. So I clicked on the shape button right here. I could also find the same menu through insert shape. It's going to be the same thing as they give us right here. So shape. And I picked the shape that I like. And then you can notice how my mouse has turned. The cursor has turned from the normal mouse cursor to this little X, this little cross. And when that happens, that means it's ready to make our shape. So I'm going to click and hold down my mouse button. I'm not letting go. I'm still holding on to it. And then I'm going to move it to be the size I want my rectangle to be. You can see we have a really fat rectangle or a really thin rectangle. Let's make it right about in the middle. And I let go of my mouse. So I let go right there, and now I have a shape. So I can click and drag. The cursor will tell you what you're about to do. So you see when it's the 4 directions, that means I'm going to be able to move when I click and drag. Now if I hover over one of the edges, I'll see just 2 directions. That means it's going to be ready to resize in those 2 directions. So I can make it fatter or thinner. If I click upon these ones, same thing, taller or shorter. And if I do the corner, bigger or smaller, while maintaining the same ratio. Or actually, here, it doesn't maintain the same ratio, but in a picture it would. So those are some of the different options you have. Now, there's all kinds of other cool ones. If you see a little knob, you could always play with it and see what it does. This one does that. And that might be different for different shapes. This blue one up here rotates it. So you can see that there's lots of cool things you can do with shapes in Google Slides. But for now, let's keep it just a normal rectangle up and down. And I'm going to need some more shapes to make what I'm going to make. So I'm going to make a head. Actually, I can make things easier on myself because you know what there is? There's a shape that's a smiley face. I'm going to make that. This is a very happy movie. Now, it's starting to look a little bit better. Let's get some arms. I can make... Ooh, that looks like a good arm. I'm going to make an arm. Clicking and dragging. Now I'm going to click and drag this to flip it. See? Now I have an arm like this. Now watch this. I can click and drag again to flip it that way. So you can choose which direction the arm goes by clicking and dragging. Now, if you want two of the same shape, I'm going to show you something really cool. So, if you click on this, you can then go up to the Edit menu and say Copy. And now we're going to click on the Edit menu again and say Paste. Look at that! We have two arms now. That's really helpful. So I'm going to put this over here, and just like I showed before, to make a mirror image, what you can do is click and drag on the resize left and right, and drag it over, and there you have a mirror image. Now many of you are probably saying, Mr. Rice, there's better ways to copy and paste than that. That's true. You can also right click. Now we usually use the left mouse button when we're doing anything, but there's also a right mouse button on our mice. So and on Mac you have to press Control and click sometimes. But on a PC, you can right click with the weird mouse button that you press with your middle finger if you use your right hand with your mouse. And you right click and say copy, and then you can just right click again and say paste. And there is also a way to do it using your keyboard. When you hold down the Control key. So you take your keyboard, you hold down the Control key and press C, and then you hold down your Control key and press V. And you can copy and paste that way too. If you're on a Mac, you don't use the Control key for that process, use the Command key. So you do Command C and Command V. So 3 different ways to copy and paste. So let's take these little shapes that I've made through my copying and pasting, and I'm going to do some of my reflections. So I get one like this. Oh, that looks good to me. Alright, and let's put this one here. And oh wow, this is starting to look good. Now, if this was not just an example, I'd probably give him better feet. But for this example, this will work. Now, this looks kind of boring. It's all gray. So let's make some color into here. So I'm going to click on his head, and once I click on the head, notice, right now look at my toolbar. There's not very many options up here. Now watch I click on the head. Whoa! Right here, there suddenly became lots of options. So there's a paint bucket, there's all kinds of tools, and we don't need to talk about what all of them do right now, but the paint bucket, which if you hover over each tool, it tells you what it does. So that's a good way to learn a new program. You hover over everything and see what it says. So it says fill color. So I'm going to click on fill color, and what color should I make him? How about, since I did Legos for my stop motion movies, let me make him yellow. Wonderful. So then let's see, I'm wearing a red shirt, so I'm going to make him wear a red shirt. So remember, right now I can't do anything, but then I click on the shape, I go up to the fill bucket, and I can choose red. Ooh, that's looking good. It's a long sleeve shirt, so I click on this shape, go up here, click red, same process again, and then, oh, maybe he's wearing a Mary of Nazareth uniform. So I'll give him some black pants to go with this. Alright. So, I have a wonderful shape here now. Now, how are we going to make this shape into a movie? Now, I could make a new slide here. Delete these by pressing on the border, right-clicking, saying delete, right clicking saying delete, and I can make that whole shape over again. And I can do that 400 times. No, I'm not going to do that. That would be a waste of time. I'd be here for hours. And you know what? It wouldn't be exactly the same. It'd be a little bit different every time. So I'm going to delete this slide that is made by right-clicking and pressing delete. I can also just press delete on the keyboard. And instead, I'm going to copy and paste this whole slide. So let's copy and paste it by going to File, or to go into Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. Look at that, I have 2. And let's say I was going to do that again, but let's do it the other way we learned. So we right-click and say Copy. Let's right-click and say Paste. Check it out, we have 3 now. And let's now, just for the sake of doing all the possible ways, do the third way. So I'm going to do Control C, that'd be Command C on a Mac, and I'm going to do Control V. Look at that. I have now copied and pasted him 4 times. You know what, that might be a good way to start off our movie, just so we can see the character before he starts to move. So let's copy and paste whichever way we like to do best of those 3 different ways that I showed you. But now this time we're going to change something. So I could change one piece at a time, like that. Uh-oh, but now he lost his head. And I can move all the pieces like this. Oh, wow, but you know, this is getting to be messy. So let's undo what I just did. If you ever make a mistake, you can go to Edit, Undo, Edit, Undo, Edit, Undo. You could also right-click. Actually, you can't right-click inside Undo. But my favorite way to do Undo is Control... My hand's might not be big enough to reach it. Where is it? Oh, that's very close. Control Z. Control Z. On a Mac, that'd be Command Z. Command Z. So that way you can undo any mistakes you make. It will undo the last thing you did. Alright. So instead of moving all the pieces one by one, you can actually select multiple pieces at the same time. So I'm going to click here, and notice I have the little X, or the little cross again, which means I get to select multiple things. So I'm going to click, and holding down my mouse button, I haven't let go yet since I clicked. I now highlight all of my figure. And now remember, just like in stop motion, in any kind of animation, you need to make small movements. Because what we're going to do is every slide is going to be like one picture in a movie. And in movies, there's like 30 pictures for every second. Some really fancy kind of movies might even have 60, but we're going to do more on the range of 10 or 15. That makes it a lot less work for us. So I have to make a small movement. So let me move him just a tiny little bit. All right, and then I'm going to copy, paste, and I'm going to click and drag, not letting go of my mouse button until I cover the whole of the guy, and let go. And this blue means I've selected all of that, and move him a little bit. Alright, I'm going to copy, paste, select, drag a little bit over to move him. Alright, I'm going to copy, paste, drag, move. So I'm going to repeat that process over and over again. Now, this is why I like using keyboard shortcuts. You can do it even faster. Try practicing this. If you click here, press Control C, Control V, click, drag, move. Control C, Control V, click, drag, move. Control C, Control V, move. Now, there's a mistake you might make. I made it myself several times. Well, if you do this and you forget to click right here, uh-oh, now I have 2 of him. I don't need 2 of him. So what can I do? I can do Edit, Undo, or I can do Control Z. Wonderful. So let's remember to click on the frame before we do anything. And then, so click on the frame. Oops, I was pasted. I didn't want to do that. So how do we fix that? Undo. So copy, Control C or Command C, paste Control V or Command V. Select by clicking and dragging, and move. So let's see what we have so far. So far, I have my title page, and then I have this. Now, what we're going to do to watch our movie is a kind of cool trick. Google Slides is not designed to do this, but it works. We're just going to hold down the down arrow key on our keyboard and see what happens. So, we can get a sense of it actually just by clicking it one by one. You can see, look at that! He is moving tiny little steps at a time. So that is how we can do animations using Google Slides. And you don't have to just limit yourself to moving. You could resize a little bit, make him shrink so it looks like he's going off into the distance. You can make him grow so it looks like he's coming closer to you. You could have him eating potato chips and getting a little bit fatter every time. You could have all kinds of cool things with this. You could even, like Jack did, really creative things, moving the different parts in different ways. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you create using Google Slides animations.